that I think that's the reason why I don't miss playing, because I just simply can't anymore. When I was a young boy in Finland, basketball wasn't that big. How we are now as basketball country is something amazing. It's been a great journey to be part of that. As a player, you get those, you get frustrated after games, you get those great feelings, and as a coach, you get similar kind of feelings, and I like that. You have to see the whole balance around the team, and when you're a player, you look a lot of things through your own eyes.
Welcome back to a mini huddle, we're going to call this, because we're in Las Vegas and it's a special time. We're going to sit down with somebody new to the NBL that I'm excited to chat with, the New Zealand Breakers head coach. Tell me if I get this right, Coach. Petteri Koponen.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to sit down. Firstly, welcome to the NBL.
Thank you.
We're in Las Vegas. You're currently on the Spurs staff. How's it been so far?
It's been great. Long trip, almost 3 weeks. Actually heading home tomorrow morning, but it's been really interesting to see, this part of, basketball, different kind of like mentality, philosophy for the game. But, it's been, amazing trip. Met really nice persons, also Mark Radford, our rivals from Jack Jumpers. So we spent a lot of time with Mark, and he was, great helping me, telling a little bit more about the league, about the players. So it's been really great, 3 weeks.
A lot of true basketball fans are going to be very familiar with you from the international game, because it wasn't that long ago you stopped playing. How is the body? I know that was one of the main reasons why you stopped playing, and how much do you miss playing, I guess?
Well, if I'm honest, none. I miss the locker room. That's the biggest thing. After the hanging there in the locker room with the guys, talking jokes. But like you said, I had big hip problems. End of my career, and I actually had the hip surgery already, so that was the reason why I had to stop. And I think that's the reason why I don't miss playing, because I just simply can't anymore.
The highlights are fun to watch, though, going back to watch some of the highlights of getting buckets on the international stage. Tell us a little bit about, I guess, growing up and where you've come from, how you even got into basketball as a sport.
It's actually a pretty fun story. My mom played basketball, and I was always there in her practices, sitting there on court side. But I always said when I was young, I'm never gonna play basketball. I always played soccer, so that was my sport. But then my godfather took me to watch his son, like a street basketball tournament, and there was one guy who said, like, hey, you should try, come play with us. And I went, and that's the story. Here we are now, and played professionally many years, and when I was a young boy in Finland, basketball wasn't that big. And how we are now as basketball country is something amazing. It's been really great to be part of that, progression, and see where Finnish basketball is nowadays. But 15 years ago it was different. But it's been a great journey to be part of that.
We see all that, I guess, the international game as a whole, especially being here in Summer League and the coaches. Everyone always knows the USA, that's the dominant to get to the NBA, but the international game, Australia, Finland, Europe as well, you've seen it firsthand, the growth. What's impressed you most about everybody else outside the States in basketball?
Well, I think just international FIBA basketball, you just look how teams play. They play great basketball. There are great coaches, great teams. It's team sport, how they play together, defense, offense. It's just amazing to watch. And that's, I think this past weeks what I've been here is because there are a lot of differences, philosophy of the game and how you see the players getting involved both in offense and defense, and of course in NBA they got the best athletes in the world. The guys are just amazing, but there are great players around the world who play internationally, and they know how to play the game really.
When you were going through your professional basketball, having success playing, when did you realise, I think I want to coach afterwards? Because your basketball mind, I know, I get to know you the last couple of days, but your basketball mind is second to none. Did you have a specific moment where you're like, I think I want to coach after I'm done?
I always had that a little bit in my mind, that maybe it's something what I, would be interested about, but, never would think it happens this fast. I was, thinking, after I played 15 years, I would take time, relax, play some golf, hang out with friends, stay with the family. But it's interesting world. Now after I retired, EuroLeague and Adidas asked me to coach the talented kids. Then I was working with the best young talents back home in Helsinki, and so the coaching it came pretty fast, and I wasn't really sure about it, but like it's basically similar story like how I started to play basketball. How now you can see the similarities. How I became start the coaching career.
What's the thing you enjoy most about coaching?
I think the biggest thing is like when you see those guys do some things what we have been working on, and you see them do those in the games, and is there something what we've been trying to practice and they succeed in the games. I think that's where you get the biggest satisfaction, and it's overall as a player you get those you get frustrated after games, you get those great feelings, and as a coach you get similar kind of feelings, and I like that. Being of course you are not that much of control. You try to put the guys in the right position to succeed, but at the same time you get like similar feelings.
Do you think that, again, being so fresh out of the game is when a player is going through something tough, you're like, I've been there. Like, I can relate to you, I can help you through this.
I think that's going to be one of those, strong points.
Yeah.
I can, relate with the players and help them, I know what they are going through, but then at the same time, I'm still, I have to kill the player.
Yeah.
And, really be the coach, and because there are a lot of differences also, as a coach you have to see the whole balance around the team, and when you're a player you look a lot of things through your own eyes and what you can do, and as a coach is different. You have to find the balance and try to get everybody involved, buy in for the system what you try to do, and I think that is the key for the best teams. Everybody is involved and they are buying in the system and they trust what we are trying to do.
What kind of coaching style are we going to expect from you? Because in the NBL there are some coaches who like to get up and down the sideline, some yelling. Are you more laid back, or is that how you kind of operate?
I think I got both in me. It depends. Sometimes I try to be relaxed and focused on things what I can control and help the team, and but sometimes, you
got to do it.
There are feelings. It's part of the game, and sometimes you just it's part of it. But it's definitely maybe a calmer one. But I've seen
ready
that.
To roll when you have to.
But exactly.
Tell us a little bit about the NBL. Obviously, the excitement to join the Breakers, but the NBL has continued to just go from level to level, year in, year out. We're producing NBA talent. We're taking it up to the NBA teams, and when we play them, we know that the Breakers are heading over there. What are you most excited about it with the NBL?
Just to see the new basketball league. As a player, when I was younger, I've been all over Europe. I've been in States, but NBL, I've never been that part of the world, and it's gonna be total new challenge, new league, new players, new playing styles. So I'm really excited for that, to also see and develop as a coach, see different kind of basketball, and I'm really looking forward to it, and just need to prepare and get ready, and we still got a lot of things to do as a team. Try to find our imports, and also part of the coaching staff is still open, so there is still many things what we are working on.
Tell us a little about the final pieces you're looking for. We spoke about it the other day, and Parker Jackson-Cartwright, to have him come back, such an incredible talent, and you've seen him in Europe previously. So one, how excited are you to coach him, and then two, what pieces do you want to put around him?
Well, yeah, that's a good start. Like one of the best guards in the league, and he with his speed and his talent, there is always, I can say, you can find always pretty good solutions in the offense, but it's only one player though. You try to put the team together. We got a good local guys, also Mitch McCarron. I think there is some hidden potential, and Mojave King also. Those are the guys I expect to grow during the season. Really, Jonah Bolden, interesting story. Didn't play for a few years, now came back. So it's gonna be interesting team, and we are still looking, secondary ball handler and one big guys to finish the roster, and then the next star also. They one of the biggest, what for me is really interesting about NBL is the next star program and how you see guys going to the NBA and just following their careers and where they're gonna end up.
We spoke about this a little bit the other day when we caught up, and you said like Mitch McCarron, he's a veteran of the league. He's had so much success going around the league, and he's coming off an Adelaide stint where he's got something to prove once again. And you're excited to lean on him, and he's going to be an important piece as a veteran to really help bring this team together.
Definitely. And how I feel always, you have to have those local guys, to be the leaders of the team, buying in the system if you want to be successful. And I think Mitch has that potential to be that guy, put the team, together and be like a vocal leader, also be like a leader by example. And I think his character is like this. And but like I said, it's always interesting puzzle to put those pieces together and try to be successful, because everybody trying to do the same thing, try to win and get their team to play well together, both defense, offense. So it's always a challenge, but I'm excited for it, and I'm just looking for the season, and I'm ready to work with the guys.
Lastly, before I let you go, what kind of playing style are we going to expect from the Breakers this year? Because obviously PJC, we know how quick he likes to get up and down the floor. The Europe game's different to the American game. What are you going to try to implement?
Well, I think overall in modern basketball, the spacing is everything. You have to have the space to attack the basket, find the shooters and everything. But everybody want to play fast. But I also feel you have to have some control there, because for me, if you don't have any control, you just try to play fast all the time. That's where turnovers happens, and you have to put the guys on the same page. Okay, even if you try to go fast, we have to have some kind of idea what are we trying to do all together. But it's gonna be interesting to see, because if I'm honest, also I don't know the guys that well yet. So when we get to Auckland, get those practices in, we got the basic idea what we want to do, but then you find those small things, how you can use your players best way and make team better.
It's an exciting part of it, isn't it, when you get to go down there and see everybody and learn from that. I do want to ask you, you mentioned Auckland, New Zealand as a country. You said you've been to other places. What are you excited about to see the country?
Well, everybody have been telling me here that one of the best places in the world, and I'm really excited. And of course, when this opportunity came, we Googled with my wife things about New Zealand, and we were just amazed all the good things what they were telling about Auckland and New Zealand. And we got three boys, so it's some kind of place where you're really happy to take your family, and safe place. One of the best, like I said, one of the best places in the world. And there are some similarities with Finland, around 5 million people, but it's the best part is also we're gonna get like basically 2 summers now, because we have summer now here, and when we go to New Zealand, it's gonna be summer, and especially for the family, I think they can enjoy it.
No one enjoys winter, so I think that is good. Appreciate you sitting down. Love meeting you this week, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you back down in the NBL.
Thank you.